Hey guys, Mason here, Cardinal Gaming. Appreciate you guys clicking on the video, supporting the store, supporting the channel. Let's go over some numbers, huh? Finally got some good hard numbers on Fusion Strike, the big set that people are glooming and dooming and saying that the allocations are going to be so terrible and that there's printing errors and then factories blowing up. Not really. That's not really a thing. It's a joke. Just a lot of issues that supposedly have been happening with the print run for Fusion Strike, and I got my numbers back from my main guys here last Friday. Today's Sunday. So let's take a look and see how bad they are. And honestly, they're not terrible, especially being prepared for the worst and then having them come back and say, "Hey, yeah, you're not too bad." So, as far as booster boxes, I'm getting 218 of those. ETBs, I'm getting 129. Those are pretty normal numbers compared to even the past couple sets. So, I did run the percentages just so this is information here. I did the sets that have been since they've kind of taken allocation numbers out of the store's hands, just kind of just divvied them up on their own. So for Chilling Rain, it is 82% of what I got of Chilling Rain. So it is lower by whatever that is, 18%. But, not the 70% slash. So it would be only 30% of what I got from Chilling Rain, right? So that's not bad. And it's funny because the people that were talking about this said that it wasn't ETBs or any other products. It was just booster boxes. But my ETBs are lower as well. I am at about 20% drop off on those as well compared to my Chilling Rain numbers. And then Evolving Skies, very strong booster box numbers from that set. So that's a 72% of what I got from Evolving Skies. So, that's pretty close to a 30% drop of what I'm getting for the booster boxes. And then, ETBs for Evolving Skies were very low because they were the EV boxes. So they were very lower than usual. But still, the number that I'm getting for Fusion Strike is still lower than that number. So that's interesting. And obviously this is just one distributor, one set. Again, it's my main distributor, so I got pretty big numbers from them. We'll see if these numbers are comparable to what I've been getting from the past couple of sets from my smaller guys, because there may be some situations where they're taking, if this is your main distribution company that you use, they may be taking care of the guys that are their mains, and then maybe some of the lower stores got cut to where it was worse. Or maybe, different distribution companies had some issues and some didn't. That's a weird thing that I've never heard of before, but could be. But, yeah, from what I've seen from my numbers, it's lower, yes, but not gloom and doom and terrible. And for a set that is shaping up to be, not that crazy hyped, and, we're expecting things to cool off a little bit after celebrations, understandably so, and that's the only thing that is buffing that up a little bit is that we're going right up against the holidays there. This is what is this? It's a November set. So yeah, because we're going in October and then November would be the next month. So the holidays is going to be helping out Fusion Strike a little bit for the demand. But after that, and maybe even on release, we'll be seeing pretty. I would expect pretty calm numbers and pretty typical numbers. Maybe back to where we're at Chilling Rain. If we get down to the battle styles kind of release numbers, after the fact, that's all the better for a lot of people out there. So it could be a nice, easy Christmas if the hype is actually lower than what it is. So where's the big hullabaloo? Where did this come from? The first mentionings of Fusion Strikes being having errors and mistakes and things happening with the print run came from Rudy of Alpha Investments. If you guys don't know who he is, he's kind of like a Magic the Gathering investor, and he deals a lot of sealed product for Magic. And he buys other games like Weiss Schwartz, and you maybe heard about him with MetaZoo and Flesh and Blood, because he's really big and kind of a pusher of that kind of stuff. So on his Patreon, he puts out little blurbs about the things or the month ahead. So that's where we first heard of this stuff, was from him. And of course, other people were spreading his information like it was gospel. And like I said, could be different distribution company, could be different businesses getting different allocations, stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, lower, but not apocalypse, terrible numbers that we should be really freaking out about. The thing that is disturbing is that here we are a month away from when the big hype was building with the big boom for Pokemon. And, going on probably close to 10 months from Pokemon making their big statement of that they're going to be ramping up and fixing production issues. And for a standard set that is not that exciting or hyped, not a lot going on with it, supposedly. We don't know exactly yet 100%, but for things that are looking to be a relatively tame set, numbers are pretty terrible. And that is an interesting thing that and kind of speaks to the shipping delays and the issues that we're having across this country. It used to be on Amazon, you could order something and get it next day. Sometimes a 2-day shipping from Prime. These days, you're looking at 3, 4, 5 a week later for shipping, and that's just have to do with a lot of trucking issues around the country, and then of course coming into the country from really pretty much anywhere out of the country, East Coast and West Coast now. It's having issues to where month and 2-month delays on shipping containers and costs rising on that kind of stuff. So that is the world that we're in, and it's, again, you can keep justifying this with all these issues going on, but at the end of the day, numbers lower than they were a year ago as far as the numbers being coming from Pokemon. And with the ramp up, we should be seeing larger numbers, and we're going backwards, lower than we were in this year's growth. So that's kind of an interesting thing. That's the only thing I can attribute it to, is that just the shipping issues. There could be something internal if we want to put on our tinfoil hats and speculate. Things maybe with the factories, with all the celebration stuff happening with that. If you guys have been following along with that kind of stuff, with the stuff leaking and people getting it early and stores getting it early. We could speculate on that and see if that would be maybe Pokemon is shaking things up, and it's not really just a printing issue. It's just like a printing pull of business from them. I don't know. Who knows? That's all speculation. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys actual numbers from actual distribution, at least for me, showing that it is less, but just not completely terrible. So that's the facts. That's what I got for you guys. So hopefully we're not pre-selling them yet. Stop calling. It's just stop. No, give us a second. No, we're still way far out from having to deal with pre-orders. No, it's not that bad. The numbers aren't terrible. Just stop calling. It's okay. All right. That's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. All right, later.